Just how do you look at SMU coming up?
Really good team. Good players at every position. Tough matchups. Shagwell's a stretch 5. He shoots the 3 and he also drives it. It's a tough matchup in our league. You know, I just watched him beat Georgetown. And Georgetown just had a hard time guarding him. Their point guard has 38 offensive rebounds. That's unique. McMurray's probably the most explosive scorer in our conference. I think he's averaging 19 points a game. But they have 5. They start 5 guys that all can get 20. Jaguar can get 20. Foster can get 20. Wick can get 20. McMurray can get 20. Mike can get 20. Then they bring in a explosive offensive rebounder, 6'8" athlete off the bench, and Ferron Hunt. Grad transfer and Dixon, shooter off the bench. SMU always played 7 guys. That's how they want it. They don't want to play 8, 9, 10. They keep their rotation tight. They play at a slower pace. They control the tempo, and that's how they're good. I mean, they're as good as anybody in this league.
I know last time we talked about not letting 1 loss bleed into 2 losses. Your players knew it was going to be a tough game, but they picked it up down the stretch there to win it. Do you like the way they finished that one off?
Yeah, win the game. Don't sit here and analyze it. Win the game. Move on to the next one. You know, it's too late in the year to nitpick games. We're not that good that we can sit here and start figuring out or wonder why you did this, did that. We're 16-1 and 3-1. Looking forward to being 4-1.
Awesome. You got a couple of big milestones. I know not in the grand scheme of this season. You're like, hey, let's just win the game. But how do you feel about when you reach these milestones?
Just what other people did to make it happen. In a team sport, it's never about one person. I've had 7 or 8 assistant coaches that went on to become head coaches in Division I. Including, I got guys on my staff that's going to be head coaches in Division I now. Then the players, I've had good Jimmys and Joes. Everywhere I've been, we've had good players, and that's the only way you win. So whatever award somebody gets or milestone you reach, it's because of the other people around you.
You still remember that first win?
Yeah. Still remember the first win. I guess that's a good thing back at Montana Tech. Still remember those players too. I had great kids.
Awesome.
Coach, this conference this year in particular, it's a lot of bunched up from top to bottom. Everybody's has a shot this season to rise to the top. Just talk about so far in conference play.
Yeah, I think that's the way it looked. I think before the season started, the top 2 teams were Central Florida and Cincinnati, and right now I wouldn't change that. Central Florida looks to be the class of the league right now. I think they have the best team. They're undefeated, no surprise. Then after that, I think there's 4 or 5 teams all about the same. I don't think there's much difference in SMU, Houston, Cincinnati, Connecticut is playing well. South Florida is just as good as in that group too. I remember our first year we went 13-19. Then the next year, we finished in the top 3 or 4. And that's what South Florida's doing. They remind me of our first year to our second year, which can be done. People say, well, South Florida's not very good. You're right, they weren't very good last year. But they're as good as anybody in this league right now.
All right, Coach, thanks.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thanks, guys.